they can beat Gloucester after their 1-1 draw on Saturday. The vital replay is tonight. So, drawing on our vast resources, we're sending Simon Waugh to Crown Meadow to sketch out a full match commentary on a game that's not allowed to finish until somebody actually wins it. BBC Radio Suffolk brings you Lowestoft Town versus Gloucester City, proving that radio paints the best pictures.
Match night.
Tonight at 7.
Suffolk's favourite breakfast show.
Mark Murphy.
Weekday mornings.
Early on tomorrow to bring perhaps a few spots of drizzle, but generally a dry day in store for Wednesday after the early rain clears away, and I think another mild one as well, with temperatures tomorrow reaching highs of around about 16 degrees Celsius, and it looks like we're set to keep this mild weather right the way through in towards the weekend as well. And that's it from me.
Thanks, John. Back at 10 to 9 now for Suffolk football action. All eyes are on Lowestoft tonight. They're still in with a chance of making it through to the first round proper of the FA Cup. They'll go to conference side Wrexham if they beat Gloucester City at Crown Meadow tonight in a fourth qualifying round replay. Well, let's get a feeling for what Lowestoft is like at the moment and talk to David Leonard, who's the deputy editor of the Lowestoft Journal. Morning to you, David.
Morning, Mark.
We've had plenty to cheer about with Lowestoft Town in recent years, and they're carrying on the tradition right now. What's the feeling like in the town at the moment?
It really is building up to quite something, because it was really building up last week. Everybody's looking forward to the game at Gloucester. And to get such a good result and to be in the draw on Sunday was absolutely magic, wasn't it?
Well, I sat Sunday afternoon watching the FA Cup draw, and you see, teams like Norwich coming out, and there's Lowestoft Town. It was amazing.
It is amazing. It's such good for the town, isn't it? They're really good ambassadors. And like you said, the crowds and local people really get behind them. The Wembley trip 2 years ago on the Vast final was really special. Thousands and thousands there. And there's going to be a big crowd tonight, isn't there?
Certainly is. And full match commentary on BBC Radio Suffolk tonight for those who can't make it there. A massive achievement to get this far, but to get into the first round proper, the national spotlight would well and truly be on Lowestoft again, wouldn't it?
I think it would. There's no doubt about that. They're obviously one of the junior sides left, and it's still a massive task to get through. We have to remember that Gloucester are 2 steps further up the Football League pyramid, Blue Square North side, but with home advantage, it's a great result at Gloucester. Let's hope they can go that one step further, tonight. And good news for you as the local paper. I would imagine you'll be doing a big splash later this week. That's right. Whatever the result, we're really proud of the team, and we've got photographers and reporters covering it, so there'll be a splash online and in the paper this week, no doubt about that. Great stuff. Well, let's hope we're all reporting on a nice victory and heading off on the FA Cup trail. Oh, it certainly would. Yes, good stuff. Yep. David, thanks for joining us. Lovely to speak to you, Mark. All the best, mate. David Leonard, Deputy Editor of the Lowestoft Journal. Gives a little flavour of what life's like in the town. And Crown Meadow will be very, very busy tonight. Don't forget, if you can't make it there, well, we do have full match commentary here on BBC Radio Suffolk this evening. Simon Waugh will be there, and match night gets underway at 7. Coming up later on today, though, this afternoon, where's Dolphins Dart today?
Every weekday at 1 o'clock on BBC Radio Suffolk, Leslie Dolphin invites you to be part of her passionate pastime, celebrating Suffolk.
On the show today, irises. And not just any iris, but Sir Cedric Morris irises. Sarah Cook fell in love with them when she met the man himself in her youth, and now she holds the national collection. In Made in Suffolk, Pat Wood tells us about her beautiful hand-painted silk scarves, and on the sofa, Suffolk's first female county commissioner for Scouts. Oh, and Dolphins Dart has landed on Sudbourne. So whatever you know, ring, text or email me.
Leslie Dolphin, weekdays at 1 on BBC Radio Suffolk.
2 problems on the A14, both near Copdock interchange today. A14 eastbound going from Copdock towards Felixstowe. One lane closed, the cars come off the road. Police and fire engines are dealing with that one. Thank you, Peter, for your call there. A14 westbound Orwell Bridge. Barry tells me there's a broken down vehicle on top of the bridge as well. So 14 east and westbound by the Orwell Bridge, expect delays.
Loads of calls coming into us this morning about BC. What sort of animal was BC? Possibly made here in Suffolk for Anglia Television, according to one of our texters. Lots of rhymes about Romper Room coming through. Anglia Television celebrating its 50th birthday today. So let's hear your stories and memories of the region's commercial television station over 50 years. Love to hear from you. Also today, pylons, National Grid. I'm sure you've got something to say about that. Where should they go? Underground or above ground? Well, looks as if they're going to go above. But where? And out of hours care. More on that to come after 8.
on FM and online at bbc.co.uk/Suffolk.
This is BBC Radio Suffolk.
Across Suffolk, it's 8 o'clock in the morning here at BBC Radio Suffolk. Our top stories: out of hours, out of order, a South Suffolk power struggle, and the fossilised remains of a sea monster.